welcome to ClickMyProject.com. In this video, I am going to discuss about deep fake detection on social media, leveraging the deep learning and fast text embeddings for identifying the machine-generated tweets. These are abstract. Deepfakes are synthetic media that can be used to create the realistic and deceptive videos or audios. Deepfakes pose a significant threat to the online discourse by spreading the misinformation and manipulating the public opinion. Existing deepfake detection methods are not always accurate or reliable. New fake creation techniques are constantly evolving and make it more difficult for detection. We propose a deep learning approach for identifying the machine-generated tweets. Our approach utilizes the fast text embeddings to represent the tweets as numerical vector. These vectors are then fed into the conventional neural network to distinguish between the human-generated and machine-generated tweets. Experimental results demonstrate that our proposed approach achieves the high performance than the existing methods by a significant margin. It is our flow diagram. First, the user should log in. After login, they should select the data set. This data set is related to the fake tweet, which is collected from the data repository. After collecting the data set, the next step is the pre-processing. In the pre-processing, the unwanted characters or data can be removed. Data can be converted into the suitable format for further processing. After completing the pre-processing, the next step is the data splitting. The data can be split into two categories. One is trained data set and the remaining as test data set. This training data set can hold the 80% of the data for to train the model, and the remaining 20% of data is used to evaluate the performance of trained model. The data splitting, the next step is the classification. The data can be based on the trained model. Finally, the overall performance of the trained model can be evaluated. Now we see our output. First, go to the home page and run the file. It is our home page. You may click the start button. If the user is already registered, they may enter their username and password. Otherwise, they may register their details. I already registered, so I log in with my username and password. After login, it is the data loading module. In this, the user should select the data set. This data set is collected from the data repository. This data set is related to the fake tweet. After selecting that, you should load. The data will be successfully loaded. You see the total number of rows and columns in our data set, and you may click the next option. It is the pre-processing module. You may click the pre-process button. The data can be pre-processed. In this, the null values can be removed and the data can be converted into the suitable format for further processings. The data will be pre-processed successfully. You may click the next option. It is the splitting module. You may click the split option. You can see the 80% of data is used for training purpose, and the remaining 20% of data is used to evaluate the performance of trained model. You may click the next option. It is the classification. First, we see the Addons algorithm performance matrices and the random forest model. Finally, we see the CNN model performance matrices. You can see the CNN model can have the high accuracy than the other models. Thank you.